UN challenge. Geez, that has to be one of the toughest challenges I've ever sailed. I mean, it was really funky and windy. Let's see, Formula Division, third place, David Wells.
Woo!
Yeah, Wellie.
So I had a horrible board before this race, and I wasn't even going to go. And the board was so bad. And thanks to Mike's lab, came through like in a quick turnaround. But I wanted to recognize somebody who actually took the same board that I was going to stay home with and not even go, and that was Marion. And as far as I'm concerned, Marion, that was the sail of the year for anybody who talked about this big, full-grown man talking about the tough race. Awesome job, Marion.
Yeah.
Second place, UN Challenge, Ben Bamer.
It was windy. I kept getting lifted going south, just followed that. Mostly I was just looking for relief. I felt pretty dialed, but I definitely couldn't send it as fast as I wanted it to. You guys were all there. It was brutal. So congratulations to everyone who made it. I think that was really the big thing. Be on the finish order. Like I was going upwind fairly fast, but I was just like, am I gonna make it? So it was good. Thanks.
First place, UN Challenge, Seth Bessie.
You'll have a yellow and a red.
Speech! No speech?
Yeah, I was a little nervous at the bottom because the boat wasn't there, and the last time I did this race, I got lost. And so I went through the gap, and Eric was a little bit behind me, and I was like, kind of, did I finish? Did I start? What's going on? And I guess it worked out for the best. So.
Yeah, good work.
Good job, Seth. All right, second division, third place, Jeff Headington.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Eddie! Woo!
So after crashing multiple times on the way downwind, I said, all right, so the Classic's not really my race, at least not this year. I'm just going to fight it out upwind. And I was on a 9-meter kite, which was the right choice. I knew there were a lot of guys out there on 11s and maybe 12s, just utterly suffering. And so I knew there was an opportunity there to do a little bit better than 5th, which I was in the Classic. So I just toughed it out and tried to keep the guys who were upwind of me in my sights and tried to close the gap a little bit. And did some of that, but not all of that. So, there's always next year. But thanks St. Francis, and thanks Ozone Kites and NJS Designs. And, sorry Chip that you didn't win this one. One of these years you will. One of these years, buddy. Thank you.
What's your strategy next year?
Second place, Kite Division, Chip Walker.
Chip ahoy!
All right, Chip.
All right, a jacket.
Yellow?
No, red's great. The Nectar Challenge, the bane of my existence. We started this race years ago because we used to windsurf this race, as kiters, but it's one of the longest running races in windsurfing racing history. And Robbie Nash used to come into town because it used to be called the O'Neill Classic. And Robbie would just dominate everyone and get down to the finish line, and he'd hang out for a bit, and 10 or 12 more people would finish, and then you'd kind of be watching him because you're always watching Robbie. And then he'd just sheet in, and back of wind, and you're like so shagged out from the whole day. And you're like, what? That guy is a freaking animal. So I thought that it would be the ultimate challenge to have that be a race component and an actual separate race. And it's kind of a neat deal with split time. So you can get 10th in the Classic and win the Ultra Nectar Challenge. Well, getting second in the Classic and not winning the Ultra Nectar Challenge happens also. So one day I'll get it. I hope. Time is running out, but thank you to all of you who friggin' did it. It's really impressive. First place, Type Division, UN Challenge, Joey Pasquale.
Yeah, Joey!
All I have to say is, wow, I couldn't believe how tired I was when I got down there, and I was like, really? Chip and Heineken are still going? And so I just look upwind and put the hammer down. I had a dog, a girlfriend, and everything to get home to, and I just wanted to get home fast. So. And it worked out good. Thanks.
Yeah, Joey.